Alright guys, Bugs back over in the shop. This is pretty much lifted about as high as it'll go. I mean, it would go a little bit higher with a lot more air, but that's pretty much as high as it'll go. The front is, the rear could go up a little bit more. This is mainly just to get on the lift, and then we can drop it down or whatever. You saw in the last one that this thing goes really low in the front. May do something a little more about the rear because we got the front going so much lower. But this is what we got in today. This is the instruction sheet for the roof rack. You can see there, fairly simple. This is the knockdown one because you can take it apart. The old original ones, some of those they didn't come apart. They were made together, metal ones. Got a hardware kit in here. This one does have stainless hardware, and then all this other stuff is steel. And most of it's painted silver. Some of those pieces are zinc coated in there. So it looks like a really good kit actually. And where's the wood? There we go. So I'm gonna pull this wood up out of here. Maybe. Let's take that. Yeah. Oh wow. The wood actually looks pretty good. I thought it was gonna come completely bare. That looks like it's been coated. I don't know. The bright brand new wood look does not really go with this bug very well. So I'm gonna take these out and coat them. A lot of people polyurethane them and stuff like that, or leave them bright or try to stain them. This literally looks like it's got like a coat of polyurethane on them. I don't know. We'll see if they soak it up. But what I'm actually gonna use is burnt motor oil. Whether it's new motor oil or burnt motor oil, I actually want the darker color. So the reason I'm using the burnt with the carbon in it. That's essentially what you want to do. Is anything like rust does not appear when you coat oil on a metal. Oil under a car that's been leaking oil for years will have a pretty clean underside. The wood, if you soak it full of oil, bugs won't get into it. Water, oxygen can't get to it and start eating it up. So there you go. But I'm going to try this, and I've seen it before on people doing anything really, trailers and whatnot, coating them in oil and in any wood that might have oil dripped on it anyways, like on a trailer. This will actually seal it up. Water will just bead right off of it, and it will not be oily to the touch after a while. So try that. Right guys, first thing on the frame here is to, you got a screw, a washer, and a nut going through here. And you see these just sit in there, got a little hole, and it will drop down in. Then we can take our bolt, really, the instructions do say screw, but take the bolt, send it through. Here we go. Oh, I forgot my washer. So anything worth doing is worth doing twice. So we'll get the washer on here. Okay. And now the other washer goes on the back side here. And you may not know this, but there is a pretty side, the good side of a washer, and then the ugly side. So you want the stamped side on the top because it's got the rounded edges, and the flat side to be on the bottom. And you've got the little nylon lock nut there, and it says here just to leave it a little finger tight. Don't tighten anything up. And now we're gonna get the other side. We'll see if we get it off of here, get the other side sandwiched to it. So here's the wood. It did seem like it had something on it. We went ahead and put a coating of oil all the way through it. It did seem, I don't know if there was anything in the holes. We went ahead and dipped the holes in there so it would like soak up as much oil as it can. And we'll clean them off and use them, but they don't look too bad. It did darken them a bit, so we'll see. All right guys, got this down, and then these little support rods will slide onto the ends. You got to slide those in, and then you'll get this together. And again, the bolt, washer, through, washer, nut. Right? Now we're going to take these pieces and we're going to do the curve has to go upwards, and those will slide on down here on each end. And then that'll pull that together. Put a bolt on each end, each side, and then we'll start doing the slats. Right, so there's the whole frame put together. Right, so on the wood slats, you slide the end of the wood in, and we have the pretty side up on the flat side. And then you'll just slide them in place, line up the hole. And on this side, I did the bolt, washer, and then washer and nut. On the other side, I just have a bolt and washer, and I don't have a nut on here yet, just so we got plenty of movement. And then I'm actually going to tighten everything all down at the same time. Right, now the third one over from each side on all these, you've got the support bracket. So that's going to go up on the bottom. So you got to use the longer bolts here than these other ones. Okay. Right, so what we did is a little different than the instructions. We haven't tightened anything. The oil is actually still on the slats, which we'll clean all that off whenever we get done. Right, that's it for the rack. It looks pretty dang good. Everything's tightened up. Right, guys, don't forget you can get $25 off of ceramic coating, the Armor Shield 9 from Avalon King, by putting Hirevz 25 in at checkout at avalonking.com.